Hello everyone. Let's continue working with Prisma. What do I propose to do? Remember we first added the first idea and then the second. I'd like new ideas to appear at the top of the list, followed by older ones. How do we distinguish new from old? We need to differentiate by the createdAt field, which we don't yet have in our database. Let's add it and sort the ideas. All right, let's open our schema and add the createdAt field. Oh, createdAt. Yes, it's a datetime, self-field type. And the default value is the current time. So we don't even need to pass it when creating. It will be set automatically. We do formatting and save, and this is just defining the schema for now. Now we need to create a migration. We have a shortcut PMD for this in the JSON package. We call it PNPM, in the backend, PMD. Let's name it add created, add to idea. Okay, let's see what they created for us. You see, another file was simply created containing SQL instructions. Here's how to add a field. Well, and good. The field has been added. Now let's use it. We use it here, and we add a field with sorting, order by. So look, here's the situation. We kind of ran it, but now it's not giving us autocomplete suggestions. It doesn't see them. And this happens. There's a command in the S code for this. TypeScript restart server. Sometimes you'll feel that TypeScript is lagging. Sometimes you lag. Sometimes TypeScript lags. When TypeScript lags, you just need to restart its server. We call it like this and see here that createdAt appeared. Over time, you will learn to understand when TypeScript lags. It's unpleasant, but it happens. TypeScript does lag sometimes. All right? And sorting desk. There is desk and there is ask. Ask is ascending. Desk is descending. We need desk because the largest value should be first, then smaller, smaller, smaller. That's all. Called order by. And let's go check. It was first second. Now I'll refresh the page. The second should be first. Okay, good. The backend is broken. What's the error? Yeah, it's acting up here too. Restarted. And 1, 2? Yeah, why is that? Let's see. What if scanning? We'll figure it out. Oh, probably still 1, 2. Get IDS root. So, unpleasant of course, but this is a classic moment in development. It doesn't happen. Everything as it was before in lessons, you write, and everything immediately works. That's why I think we shouldn't cut this moment out. So, there is some issue. Let's see how to solve it. But there is suspicion that for some reason, this moment isn't called. Some other one is called instead. Dumb assumption, but we need to check. Went to alias, called it. Console log is there. Good. Now let's... I understand everything. We added poly createdAt. But when we created ideas, we didn't have this field. Accordingly, at the moment of creation, the current time was applied to all ideas, and it's all completely invalid at the moment. So the sorting here was fine. We needed desk here. But this will only work when adding our subsequent entries. That's the problem. Let's make sure of this. That is, 1, 2. But here, it remained as it was. Now let's add the third one. Third, so, text, added some, created. And now the third idea should already be on top. Okay, good. And now why? Let's request createdAt here. We'll output it too. Okay, console log, ideas. What's that? Huh? And let's see what we've got displayed here. Here's our first one. At 14, and at 12. Good. So, the situation is like this. The default time was set to now. All right? Look, basically, let me explain what happened here. We created the first two ideas and then applied createdNow. I don't know what time zone it ran in, but logically it should be in my computer's time zone. But apparently, it's some bug in local development. And it showed me 0914 here. Indeed, it was 0914 in my time zone at the time, but it shows me in time zone, let's say, GMT +0. So, this should be my actual time, ideally. In short, it's just a time zone issue. And actually, everything works. Now I'll prove it to you. I'm adding the fourth idea now, and it will take the third spot, okay? Adding the fourth idea, and inserting some texts. Inserting. So now how will it be? 1, 2, 4, 3. I told you. There you go. There you. Actually, I'll talk a little about this time zone. But with time zones, it's always a classic mess. Actually, I'm in Montenegro now. Montenegro is in Central European time. It's GMT +1, supposedly. And what did it do here? When he set default values, when creating a migration, he actually added +1 to my time. And he ended up with this. Here, he, on the contrary, subtracted -1. Well, why it works like this, I can't tell you. This is the trouble with time zones. There can be such issues there. The point is, you won't roll out your product until you add create and TED. Once you add it, everything will work fine for you. So, basically, there's no terrible problem. If it actually is a terrible problem, well, no big deal. You can go to your database and write a custom query to find all these values with the default initial time set and set whatever you need. That's it. So you can work with this. But honestly, truly, nothing went wrong right now. And everything now works exactly as we need it to. Let's add the fifth idea once more. Okay. And paste this text. Created the idea. All ideas. So there they are, yes, they are moving up. And in 2 hours, everything will normalize. So, when we cross this time, well, yeah, mistakes happen. No big deal. Subtitles. Let's move on.